Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins. In the last episode, Rintaro decided to let Moeka Kiryu, aka lab member number 5, 005, let me get that right, to send the next D-mail that would ultimately change the past. After much hesitancy, Moeka revealed that her message would in fact be changing a particular phone. Even though she apparently acquired a latest model phone recently, she decided she wanted her old phone and has sent the D-mail. However, something else has transpired that has essentially changed everything. As a result of Moeka's D-mail, Moeka herself has completely disappeared, and on top of that, nobody even remotely remembers who she was, let alone that she was a member of the Future Gadget Laboratory. And as a result of this unfortunate event, Rintaro has finally come to believe that he does indeed possess the power which he has chosen to call, on a whim, reading Steiner, which actually has nothing to do with reading an author by the name of Steiner, by the way, that enables him to retain the memories from previous world lines after they've been changed. It's only their memories of Moeka that disappeared, not Moeka herself, and yet Moeka is gone. Moeka has indeed vanished from the Future Gadget Laboratory altogether. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. But I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. Sending mail. Please reply. The second you read this. Now all I can do is wait for a reply. Nothing to worry about, Mayuri. We might have inadvertently caused somebody to erase their very existence from causality, but we're fine. Nothing to worry about. Actually, we are anything but fine. We're desperately fighting the possibility that we might have erased Moeka altogether.
助手よ。今の実験のこと、どの辺まで覚えている？
今、実験をしたことさえ覚えてない。
Oh dear. And we can't even check the veracity of the experiment from Moeka's perspective because we obviously don't have access to her phone because it obviously would have vanished along with her. So the only one who remembers absolutely anything from the previous experiment, or rather the experiment that just happened, is Rintaro himself.
今、あんたは D メールを送ったのね。
ああ。
Great deduction there, Sherlock. Yes, we did.
昨日とは少し状況が違う。D メールを送ったのは俺ではなく、桐生萌香だ。
And then she vanished into thin air along with any memory of her. Which reminds me, when I sent the Lotto 6 mail yesterday, Daru teleported from the development room to the lounge. Moeka might not have disappeared. She's probably in another place somewhere. I hope that's it. And yet, rather disconcertingly, nobody has any memory of her being a member of the lab. In an attempt to calm myself down, I checked my phone's history for the mails Moeka and I exchanged. That's strange. The mails she sent me are there, up until the one I received on July 31st, at 12:43. But after that, the dozens of mails I remember receiving from her afterwards are all gone. The D-mail she sent to cancel the phone model exchange was set to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Moeka from existence the instant she received the D-mail? I shiver when I realize I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. It cannot be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But then, what caused Moeka to disappear from the room like that? Why does it look like Moeka vanished 4 days ago?
クリスティーナ、もし仮に D メールによってタイムパラドックスが発生したらどうなると思う？
It's a tough question to ask, but it has to be said.
わからない。タイムパラドックスを経験した人間は未だかつて一人もいないから。
Indeed, they are, unfortunately, in the realm of theory.
世界が消えるというようなことを言っていなかったか？
あくまでそういう説もあると言っただけ。もしかしたら何も起きないかもしれないし、某映画みたいにパラドックスに対する歴史の修正が入るかもしれない。
Causality rewriting itself.
ドクター・ホーキングは時間順序保護仮説でタイムパラドックスが起きる可能性の行為はそもそも実行不可能だとしてるし。
Shall briefly bring up the chronology protection conjecture, a theory proposed by the late Stephen Hawking now, who passed away at the age of 76, 50 years after he was slated that he had not a lot of time to live due to his condition, that states that time travel is impossible. Any attempt to travel through time will be prevented by quantum effects. Successful time travel requires infinite field energy, which is impossible to obtain. In other words, the laws of causality and by extension the chronology or timeline of the universe are protected by quantum mechanics. So all we have are theories.
あのね、マユシーはよくわかんないけど。
I think I can relate this time.
ちゃんとこうしておしゃべりできてるっていうことはね、きっとそのパラドックスは起きてないんだよ。
I'm afraid we can't say the same for Moeka, unfortunately, Mayuri.
モエカさんっていう人もね、マユシーは知らないけど、きっと大丈夫。
We should probably have whatever optimism you're having.
さすがマユシ、アホの子だね。
Complimenting her and insulting her at the same time.
マユシーはアホの子じゃないよ。
Feel free to beat him over the head with or smother him with the Upa cushion. I'm amazed that Daru and Mayuri can have such a carefree conversation despite all that's happened. They don't realize the gravity of the situation. We might have erased someone's very existence. In fact, if Moeka has really vanished, then that means that the phone wave TBA is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomenon I witnessed in Akihabara. What if I erased all those people? I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. Lo and behold, to calm our fears, a message from Moeka. What's wrong? I'm kind of busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later. Moeka. So, we can breathe a sigh of relief, Rintaro. She hasn't been erased from existence. And yet, for some reason, nobody knows about her. But she still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears. Not because I was worried for Moeka, but because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence. I think that pretty much amounts to
何が
the
起きた
same
か説明
thing.
して岡部。
Urged by Kurisu, I explain everything that just happened. So now, we can all calm down.
この場からその桐生なんとかさんが消えたのは因果率を考えれば不自然じゃない気がしてきた。
Wonder why you say that.
詳しい経緯はわからないけど過去を改変したことで今回の場合は7月31日以降今日までの4日間の桐生さんの行動が微妙に変化した。
Actually, now that you actually said it out loud, that does actually make more sense.
その結果今この時間には桐生さんはラボには来なかったというふうに再構成された。
That appears to be the logical, rational conclusion, and it fits. So that's why it looked like she teleported. I'm reminded of the gel banana, but it's not the same thing. Moeka didn't become a jelly man after all.
そんなことありえるん？
なんとも言えない。 D メールを送った事実も抹消されてしまうならその D メールは誰が送ったのかっていうパラドックスになるし、それともう一つ岡部に起きていることが消せない。
何？
リーディングシュタイナーのこと。
Yes, inability to retain time
ち
world
な
line
みにその造
memories.
語恥ずかしいからやめた方がいい。
お前の個人的見解は必要ない。
It's probably better than nothing, to be honest. I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Or maybe she wasn't joking. But that's none of her business.
さっきのあんたの説明じゃ D メールを送ったのも受け取ったのもあんたじゃなかった。なのにあんただけが世界線が変わる前のことを覚えている。
That is a good question. Yet another phenomena that we
でもこれっ
cannot
て
currently
あ
understand.
んたのただの妄想じゃない？
You may be entirely right. However, we do, that would...
脳内嫁ですね。わかります。
Your sense of direction seems to be,
わ
off
かる。
kilter.
お前のような変態紳士と一緒にされたくはない。
Excuse me,
桐生
having
さ
a
んっ
drink of
て
coffee.
人はもともと存在しなかった。あるいは桐生なんとかさんは実在するけどその人が D メールを送った事実は妄想だった。
That's not... I hold one not so fast, Kurisu. I fall to my knees and press my hand against my left eye.
左目がこの魔眼レーディングシュタイナーがうずく。
オカリン大丈夫？
Apparently Ocarina is in pain. Mayuri peers anxiously at my face, but I lightly push her away.
ダメだ。マユリ、俺に近づくな。今の俺はお前を傷つけてしまうかもしれん。
でもオカリンすごく苦しそうだよ。
Mayuri's understandably
釣
concerned.
りっしょ。
そうよね。
大丈夫だ。このうずきはいつものこと。すぐこの魔眼がある限り俺は機関に狙われ続ける。あらゆる世界と時間とを見通す力。しかしそれは同時に諸刃の剣でもある。俺はこのあらゆる世界とあらゆる時間を見通す魔眼のせいで人間としての因果律から外れてしまった。だがそれでもこのラボだけは守ると誓ったのだ。だから魔眼よ、静まってくれ。
Even though Rintaro is actually laying it on thick, that last statement about drifting alone through time and space seems rather eerily similar to a nightmare that we had. I kneel and press my head against the floor, and then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mayuri rubs my back.
苦しいの？
いや、もう大丈夫だ。
I stand up. Then I shoot Kurisu a sharp glare.
何よ、今のただの演技でしょ。
クリスティーナ、お前は間違っている。すでにこれまでの実験で証明されているんだよ。俺のリーディングシュタイナーは本物だ。
That is true.
はいはい、12秒12秒。
Probably should not have said that in front of Daru. Or Mayuri, for that matter. You gotta stop doing that.
なんで私に注目してんのよ。見るの禁止。
In any case, I've successfully deflected Kurisu's questions about reading Steiner. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are a jumble, just as they were after Taita called me the Messiah. Is this power real? If it is, then what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Brawn Tube workshop, staring into the night sky. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon, but it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. That makes two of us. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. I think it can only be two people, Mayuri and Kurisu.
帰るのか？
Indeed.
岡部ってずっとここに泊まり込んでるの？
Pretty much.
まあな。マッドサイエンティストたるもの、研究所に寝泊まりして研究だけに没頭するぐらいでなければ務まらない。
形から入るのって良くないと思うわけだが。
でもね、この場所ってとっても便利だよね。マユシーもお父さんお母さんが許してくれるならここに泊まりたいよ。
It's very kind of your parents to let you do that, Mayuri.
え？本気？
Much to Kurisu's shock.
そしたらバイトに行くのもすぐだもん。ねえねえクリスちゃん、今度みんなでお泊まり会しよう。
I don't think she's going to accept that offer, Mayuri.
男性陣がいないのなら OK。
Or maybe she will.
それは無理だ。
on her own reasons.
だったらまゆりさん、私のホテルに来たら？
そういえばそんな約束してたもんね。じゃあ今度お邪魔するね。
Mayuri would be rather happy
それじ
being
ゃ
in a first-class hotel. Kurusu waves goodbye and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mayuri doesn't move from that spot. Instead, she starts doing her usual thing. Stardust handshake. She looks up to the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. And with perfect timing, a shooting star crosses the sky.
ねえ、オカリ
ああ、流れ星だな。願い事はしたか？
I'm pretty certain that she would have. But Mayuri doesn't answer. She keeps gazing at the sky.
オカリンって小学生の頃すごい熱を出して1ヶ月ぐらい寝込んでたことがあったよね。
So apparently, Rintaro came down with some kind of fever, which is not too
何を
uncommon.
突然言い出すんだ？
It was about 10 years ago, at the turn of the century, when the world was in an uproar over Y2K. I remember Y2K. Pretty much had to stockpile everything from canned goods to all sorts. At the end of 1999, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius that lasted a month. I didn't recover until the new year. At least that's what I've been told. I don't remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time, tossing and turning. The doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. Because of that fever, I didn't get to experience the Millennium countdown event. I did though. It was pretty exciting at the time. They never figured out what caused it either. It's a strange, mysterious
その
illness.
時ね、マユシーはオカリンが死んじゃうんじゃないかって思ってすごく怖かったんだよ。
Apparently, Mayuri was extremely worried for Ocarina even back then.
だからね、おばあちゃんと一緒にお空に祈ってたの。オカリン死なないでって。
この俺が死ぬはずがないだろう。何しろ10年前の時点で俺はトーマス・エジソンに匹敵する IQ170 の頭脳を持つマッドサイエンティストだったのだからな。
I don't know about the 170 IQ part, but I'm pretty sure that Rintaro was an insane mad scientist. Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was at all.
そうだったんだ。オカリンってすごいんだね。
But Mayuri seems fairly impressed by it.
でもね、まだちっちゃかったマユシーはそのことがわからなかったからお空に祈ってて。でね、大晦日、もうすぐ年が明けるっていう時にね、流れ星がピューって流れたの。今みたいに。
It was pretty convenient of it to do so.
流れ星はね、消える前に3回願い事を唱えることができたら願いが叶うんだよ。知ってたかな？
No, we didn't know that. Well, actually, of course we did. That's the most common of common knowledge. Common
も
knowledge
ちろんマユ
101.
シーは一生懸命3回唱えたの。
So that begs the question: what is Mayushi's wish? Then Mayuri finally lowers her hand and turns to me. On her face is a soft smile.
次の日、年が明けた頃にね、オカリンは熱が下がって目を覚ましたのです。
So apparently you wished for Rintaro to get better. That's
つまり
probably
マ
the
ユシ
wish.
ーはオカリンの命の恩人なんだよ。
Indeed you did. Couldn't have been there without
い
you,
や違うな
Mayuri.
あの状況で助かったのはシュタインズゲートの選択だ
Rintaro begs to differ, unfortunately.
そうなの？
I think that makes Mayuri a little bit depressed by that point.
そっか。
Mayuri looks a little disappointed, unfortunately.
熱が下がった時ね、オカリンはこんなことを言ってたんだけど、覚えてる？急に見ているものがぐにゃぐにゃしてきて、立っていられなくてフラフラして、で、体がビクってなったって。
That's... sounds like something we've just had. It can't be.
さっきのオカリンもね、そんな感じだったよ。
But that would mean that Rintaro had reading Steiner way 10 years
大丈
ago.
夫？また熱出して倒れたりしない？
The concern on her face is so sincere. Looks like she's worried about my reaction to Moeka's disappearance. My hostage is worrying about me. I find myself giving her a wry smile.
案ずるな何も心配ない
Don't worry, be happy. Although, still rather odd that Rintaro would actually possess the ability of reading Steiner even way back then. As I brush off her worry with a shrug, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up from that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right. I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when reading Steiner activated.
そうかこの俺の魔眼はまさにあの時にこの身に宿ったのだな
That would certainly appear to be the case. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. I really was born with this power. No wonder John Titor thinks I'm the Messiah. My maniacal laughter echoes into the night. It's a good thing that Tanuji isn't here, or that I don't think he lives in his store anyway. Which is a good thing. And now it is the next day. The lab gets an unusual guest. Who could this mystery guest be? Rukiko from the Yanabayashi Shrine. But I believe that's all the time we have for this episode, adventurers, so when we return, we shall see what Ruka wants to do here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, and why he's visiting. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.